Hello, everybody. Today we're going to be learning about notifications and mostly about notification settings. This is going to be a very short, very straightforward video. It's not very complicated, so it's going to be very easy to follow through on it. So let's get started. So to change your notification settings, you're going to go here to your little bell icon. So where you would normally see your notifications. So we're going to open that, and then up on top, you're going to see various tabs. So let's go to the settings tabs. So once we're here in the settings tab, you're going to click on notifications, and you're going to see the simple settings. Okay. So in the simple settings, we have three main sections. On the top, you'll see the enable notification sound mark. So if you're maybe concentrated on a particular task and don't want to be bothered with the sounds of each notification that's coming in, then you can just uncheck this, and that'll help you maintain focus on your task at hand. Then we have this auto mark notifications as read. So this one is very convenient as well, and can be very useful if you don't have a lot of important notifications. So basically what this means is that if you have this checked, as I do here, it means that when you open your notifications and you see them, you're opening them and you're seeing them, they're going to be already marked as read. Okay, versus if I were to uncheck this, then they wouldn't be marked as read. I would need to mark them manually here with this little icon that says mark all notifications as read. I personally have this unchecked just because I need to go one by one with my notifications sometimes. And if I open them and then they all get marked as read, then I forget where I was at, and I don't attend to each notification. But if they're not too important for you, then, or if you have a better system to organize yourself, then you can just uncheck that box and check that box. And then once you open them, they'll be all marked as read. Okay, so you can actually also disable notifications, all of them. So you won't have or receive any notifications at all. And we'll get to this in just a moment. So send notifications to the web version and desktop application. So as you know, Bitrix also has a desktop application that you can install. So here you'd be selecting that the notifications go to both. And you can also select the push notifications to actually be sent to your email as well. And here you're going to be able to see the email you have registered for your account. You can check that email here as well, just in case. I'll show you where. If you go here to your profile, so here you'll be able to see your email address that you have registered with your Bitrix account. Okay, awesome. And we'll of course push notifications, right, on your mobile. So if you have your mobile Bitrix24 app, then to make sure that you receive these notifications as well. Push notifications are just the regular notifications you see here on the bell icon. That's what push notifications mean. All right, so now we're gonna go to the advanced settings. So you're gonna see a lot of sections pop up here, as you can see. So we're gonna go through kind of the main ones, so you get the idea. We're not gonna go through every single one, but this is just for you to get the main idea, and then you can play around yourself and see what notifications you want to have on, which ones you don't, etc. So the advanced section is pretty cool because it's going to let you select if you want the notifications on the web version and desktop application, or if you want them in email, or if you want them in as push notifications. So you can select which one you want. Just keep in mind that some of the sections, some of the features don't have notifications for example, here you see it in gray and it's checked. That means that you cannot disable this. This is always going to be enabled by default. And in difference here, for example, for email, you can't get email notifications for these. That's why it's blocked, as you can see the little circle, and it's blank, right? So you can't change that. For all other things, you can change. Okay, so for example, let's check chats and calls. So for direct chat messages, so this means, a normal chat with a colleague. For example, here, if I'm trying to send a message to somebody in my chats and they message back, then I'm going to be able to receive that as a notification, right? So direct chat messages, you can enable the email notifications. For all the messages that come in, you'll also receive an email notification, and you can disable the push. So if you don't want to see those notifications here in your regular notification center, right? And yeah, you can play around with that as much as you'd like. For private chats and channels, well, you can't really change much. The only thing you can change is if you want to see them in your push notifications. For chat likes, you can also select either email or the web version and desktop application, but you won't be able to see them as push notifications. This is blocked. For someone who mentioned you in the chat and unrecognized notifications, you can select any of the three columns. Okay, for post and feed, this is basically the same. We're not going to go into this too much, but you can go over each feature. For example, if you were mentioned in a post, maybe this isn't too important for you. So we can uncheck this and just leave it as a push, maybe. Yeah, so for example, if we go to event calendar, so usually event calendar notifications are very important. So we recommend selecting all three, right? So to receive an email notification, also have it in your web and desktop application and as push additionally. And same for, you can go in and see each feature of the event calendar and see which ones are important, which ones are not for you. For CRM as well, you're going to have various features. So for example, if a stage changed in the CRM regarding a CRM item that you are responsible as, so you can select, maybe you want to have it as a push notification as well. Another important one is tasks. Okay, so here on tasks, usually tasks is what keeps us going. It's our reminders of what we need to do in our workday. So I would recommend definitely having all notifications turned on, or if it's not necessary to have them in your email because you regularly check your push notifications, then you can just leave them as push, right? But these are very important. I do recommend always having these on. Okay, especially for tasks, or if task is created, or task reminder, or if a task is assigned to you, right? I think this would be very, very important to have on. For work time management as well, you can go in and check for yourself. For mail, for example, if you get a new message, you can get only notifications on the web version and desktop application. So if you see, everything else is blocked. And you'll see a couple of those examples. So yeah, this is basically how notifications are working. Very easy to enable and disable them. And you can go in and play around with this yourself to see what the best notification setup is for yourself. Keep in mind, these notifications are only set for you. You can't set up notifications for anyone else but your own user. So each user has to have their own notification setup.